Purpose is like our life mission, a big goal that gives us direction and make us feel good inside. It's what helps us to figure out what we're here for and what we want to achieve. Uh, all people live life because of some purpose, and I always live life because of some purpose too. But thankfully, I found my purpose in life after TCIS, and today I want to share a story with you guys at this stage. So story goes back when I was in freshman year. It was 2021 August. I became a freshman at TCIS at August 2021, and I was very thrilled to experience the high school life that I always dreamed of since when I was 5 years old. And during my eighth grade summer break, I sat down in my room, and my biggest purpose for my freshman year was getting into the junior varsity basketball team and being a best player out there and being a coolest student in my class of 25. I dreamed those moments every single night before I go to sleep, and my dreams got clearer than ever. I'll be the best basketball player on my team, and I'll be the coolest student in class of 25 that everyone want to be friend of, or maybe girlfriend, or maybe boyfriend. So I know I have to work hard to became try to be in the JV basketball roster. So starting from the first day of the school and until the tryouts, almost every single day, I work on my basketball skills. I work on my passing skills. I work on my shooting skills. I work on my defense and everything. And finally, at November 4th, 2021, I got an email from Miss Hannah Lawson that I was in the roster. And I remember I was calling my friend that time, and I was feeling so happy and so confident that I can be a best basketball player on my team now, because at that point, actually, I was already thought that I was best basketball player on my class, maybe except Noah, but because he's already so good. But actually, when I was playing basketball with my friends during my eighth grade, like lunchtime and after school and all that, I was one that stood out with playing with my peers. I was especially very confident in my passing skills. I thought I was very perfect point guard for our team. So my dream got clear. And our first game was actually at January 2022, if I'm remembering right. And I was hoping that I know that all my friends and all the teachers and maybe my crush is gonna come see my games. So I was like dreaming those moments every single night before, dreaming those moments before I go to sleep every single night, that I became a coolest student and I became school hero. And finally the day came. It was our first game against ICSU, and I remember that I woke up that morning, and of course I feel nervous like right now, but I felt so happy and so confident that my dreams is not that far away anymore. It's the day. It's the day I dreamed since when I first came into TCIS. And our game was actually at the last. We had to watch a girls' varsity game and the boys' varsity game. So I remember I was at the stands and cheering for the girls and boys' varsity game. And my friend was asking me like, "Yo, Joong, how many points are you gonna score tonight?" I was like, maybe like 40 or 50. I'm not going for 50. It's not that hard for me. So I was that confident. Not anymore maybe, but so our warm up started. At the warm up, at the layup line, I know like all the crowds was. I thought all the crowd was watching us like, and I was trying everything to act cool in front of the crowds. I was at the layup line and I was acting like I'm prime LeBron James, and I was talking with my friends. I was chewing gums and everything. And finally the moment came. Our warm-up was done, and it's the time Miss Lawson to tell us the starting lineup. And I was so ready to step on my foot on the court because I just didn't expect me to on the bench at all. 0%. So, okay guys, today we're gonna introduce our first starting lineup is Minjung Kim, Justin Kim, Noah Park, Dennis Lee, and Jake Chow. Let's go guys, let's go. It's our first game, let's go, let's lock in. And at that moment, my dream got crashed. My dream got crashed. I'm not even lying. My dream got crashed. And I had to sit in the bench. I can not go tell the referee that this is my purpose, this is my goal for my whole freshman year. Just let me step on the court. I could not do that, so I had to go back, sit at the bench. And I remember my friend asked me again, so Joong, how many points are you gonna score tonight? I was like, maybe 10 rather than 50 actually. But I was still confident that I at least can play, you know. So I was stretching. I was looking Miss Lawson's eyes so urgently, and it's like, when she's calling my name, I'm just ready to like hear. I'm so ready, Miss Lawson. Just call my name. I'm gonna show prime Michael Jordan performance out there. But no, she did not call my name at that game, and I played 0 minute at the game. So after that game, I was thinking. I came back to the dorm at that game, and I thought like, maybe it's a bit hard to achieve goals and purpose like this. But I did not give up on myself because our first away game was 3 days later. So I at least expect me to play more than 10 minutes at that game. It was against GSIS, and it was at GSIS game. I played 3 minutes in that game, three in our last fourth quarter. If I put 50 points in that 3 minutes, then I would not be here. I would be playing basketball like Noah right now. But my stat was 0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds, 0 steals, 0 block, 1 turnovers, and 1 clapping hands against my matchup because I had good defense, and that was it. That was my first game stat. And after that game, I played 0 minutes, 0 minutes, 0 minute, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe if it's longest, 8. So I was at the bench whole time in my whole season. And actually, me, Daniel, Lee, and Jiho, I remember us three. We called three as like big three. We was heating up the bench whole time for the starters, and we was spraying some waters, and we was clapping hands until our hands was so sore. And until at my last before my last away game, if you guys remember or not, but I broke my knee, and that was it. My dream and purpose for my freshman year was gone, and I had to accept that I was not a good basketball player than I ever thought. So after basketball season, I lost all the motivation and purpose in life actually. Some of you guys might think, yo, how can you lose all the purpose and all the motivation in life because you just simply did not play in your basketball season? But that was me in my freshman year. Right now, not maybe right now, but in my freshman year, basketball was everything to me. I played basketball when I woke up. I watched NBA during the days. I watched NBA before I go to sleep. I was playing basketball before I go to sleep for gym night and everything. Basketball was everything to me, and I didn't achieve purpose. I did not achieve my goals for basketball, so I lost all the motivation and all purpose in life because of the basketball. And one of the biggest negative impact came to me because I lost all the motivation was just lost whole interest and whole motivation for academics, especially. Even before my basketball season, I was never been a good student if teachers here, but I lost more motivation than ever. And at math class, I started sleeping. And at science class, I was watching NBA. At art class, I was goofing out with my friends. At humanities class, I was fighting with my teacher. And when I came back to the dorm, I should study for my homework or I should study for my summative, but I was just playing game whole time. I was sleeping. I was watching NBA again. I had trouble with dorm parents. I had trouble with my parents and everything. My life was just going down so badly because I had no motivation in my life. And those days continued until my second semester of my sophomore year. And during my winter break at sophomore year, I had a chance to go watch a music show that was happening at broadcasting station at Seoul called KBS. And I was very thrilled to see all the K-pop idols. They're dancing and they're performing, they're singing, and especially their pretty faces. But I mean, I still like K-pop idols, but at that moment, I was obsessed with them. So I was so happy to see their performing. But when I get there, of course, I had fun watching their performance and their pretty faces, but corner of my eyes, actually, camera caught my attention so badly. I see camera working, I see the cameraman skills I saw a lot of cameras out there. And after I watched the music show, I go back to my home and that was my first time. I thought that maybe I want to be cameraman when I grow up instead of working on just 25. After that, so during my 11th grade summer break, so actually like last year, I sat down in my room again and starting to set a purpose and goals for my junior year. But this time, it was not a basketball, it was not soccer, it was not volleyball, it was not friendship or anything. It was, I need to start taking academics way more seriously. I need to start focusing on academics, and I need to be more mature so I can go to college. So, and those college experience going to help me to become a cameraman when I grow up, because I thought that if I just keep acting and if I keep studying like this, then I have no chance to become what I want when I grow up. So after I set my motivation and goals for this year, um, I was I'm motivated for my academics more than ever. And I'm trying to be mature in the dorm and in school. I'm trying to show more positive influence to my younger dorm brothers in the dorm, because I'm the oldest one. Even though I couldn't enjoy my SEW because I have to film the SEW field day, even though I have to be at the B2 gym whole day because I have to film the kayak volleyball tournament, even though I have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. For my basketball away game, to film the basketball away game because I started my passion project with my friend. Even though I had to work with Mr. Harry for a whole 3 days for APEC basketball, and that was so hard, but I still feel so happy and so motivated than ever because I found my clear purpose in my life. It was holding cameras. That holding cameras gives so much comfort that nothing else can. So so I found a clear purpose for my life, and I will walk toward my purpose step by step with God. Our life is full of opportunities, and we only try to grab onto one of them. Sometimes the pathway we follow is not the one God has planned for us, but rather it shapes into who we are today. What's important that you do not give up, that you do not give up, you do not give up. That's the most important thing. And have a positive mindset. And then one day you'll find your own pathway that you will ever dream of. Thanks for listening to my speak today, and thanks for coming. Thank you.